Think you know Mexico? Get ready to dive into a journey full of surprises. We're uncovering 10 incredible facts about this country that'll make you see it in a whole new light. From mysterious zones to tiny rabbits, each fact is a piece of the puzzle that makes Mexico truly unique. The mystery of the Silent Zone. In the heart of Mexico's desert, there's a place where radios go silent and compasses spin like crazy. It's called the Zone of Silence. Just like the Bermuda Triangle, this patch of desert is a riddle. Phones stop working, and even the bright desert stars seem to keep its secrets. People have all sorts of stories about this place. Some say it's a hotspot for UFO sightings, while others think it's got something to do with meteorites. Scientists are scratching their heads too. They think it might be because of minerals in the ground or some weird magnetic fields. But who knows? What's really cool is how this place makes us think about the mysteries of our planet. It's a reminder that there are still secrets out there waiting to be solved. The volcano rabbits of Mexico. Now let's hop from mystery to something really cute. The volcano rabbit. It's not your regular bunny. It's one of the tiniest rabbits in the world, and you'll only find it in Mexican volcanoes. Picture this, a little rabbit, no bigger than your hand, hopping around the rocky slopes of a volcano. These tiny creatures are super special, but they're also pretty shy. They love hanging out in the tall grasses and only come out at dawn and dusk. What's amazing is how they've adapted to life on a volcano. It's not easy with all the ash and rocky ground, but they've made it their home. Sadly, these little guys are having a tough time. Their homes are shrinking, and they're finding it harder to survive. But the good news is, people are starting to take notice. There are efforts to protect them and their volcanic homes. It's a race against time to save these adorable, pint-sized rabbits. The great monarch butterfly migration. Ever seen a sky full of butterflies? In Mexico, this isn't just a dream, it's real. Every year, millions of monarch butterflies make a journey of thousands of miles to Teotihuacan. They travel from Canada and the US just to spend winter in Mexico's warm forests. Imagine forests turning orange and black, covered in butterflies. Trees are so full that branches bend under their weight. It's not just beautiful, it's a miracle of nature. These butterflies know where to go without any map, guided by something incredible inside them. This migration is one of nature's most amazing shows, but it's also super important. It's a sign of how everything in nature is connected across countries and continents, and it reminds us to take care of our environment so future generations can witness this magical journey too. The Island of the Dolls. Ready for something a bit spooky? Meet the Island of the Dolls, a place straight out of a ghost story. Deep in the canals near Mexico City lies a small island with a very eerie collection. Hundreds of dolls hanging from trees. But why are they there? Legend says it started when the island's caretaker found a doll floating in the canal. He hung it on a tree to honor a girl who had drowned nearby. But he didn't stop there. He kept adding more and more dolls. Some say he believed the dolls would chase away the girl's spirit. Others think the dolls came to life at night. Walking on this island feels like stepping into another world. Mexico's Underwater Museum. From spooky to spectacular, let's dive underwater. Off the coast of Cancun, there's a museum like no other. It's not filled with paintings or sculptures, but with statues under the sea. Welcome to Musa, the Underwater Museum. Here, over 500 life-size statues rest on the ocean floor. Fish swim through a crowd of stone people, corals grow on a car, and a man sits on his couch, all underwater. These statues aren't just art, they're helping to create new coral reefs. Snorkeling here is like floating in a dream. You're surrounded by blue water, watching how art and nature come together. The ancient city of Teotihuacan. Now, let's travel back in time to the ancient city of Teotihuacan. Long before the Aztecs, this city was one of the largest in the world. Today, it's a place of mystery, with its giant pyramids reaching up to the sky. The Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon are massive, and nobody knows exactly who built them or why. Walking among these ruins, you can't help but feel tiny and full of wonder. It's like touching a piece of history, a story told in stone and sun. Teotihuacan is more than an archaeological site. It's a link to Mexico's deep past. It reminds us of the incredible things humans have been capable of for thousands of years. In these ancient stones, there's a story of power, mystery, and the passing of time. The world's smallest volcano. Now, let's shrink things down a bit. In Mexico, there's a volcano so small you could almost miss it. It's called Cuescomate, and it's often called the world's smallest volcano. Sitting in a suburb of Puebla, this little guy is just 43 feet tall. Cuescomate isn't going to erupt lava anytime soon. In fact, it's more like a geyser that went quiet a long time ago. You can even climb down a spiral staircase into its tiny crater. It's like having your own little volcano adventure without any of the danger. This mini volcano shows us that not all wonders need to be big. Sometimes the coolest things come in the smallest packages. A cuisine of insects. Ready for a food adventure? In Mexico, some of the tastiest snacks crawl on 6 legs. Yep, we're talking about insects. Before you say ew, hear this out. Eating insects like grasshoppers, ants, and even worms is a tradition here, and it's delicious. These little critters are fried, seasoned, and served up in tacos, guacamole, or even on their own. They're crunchy, they're spicy, and they're packed with protein. Plus, they're super sustainable, way better for the planet than other kinds of meat. In Mexico, munching on insects isn't weird. It's a part of the rich culinary culture. It's about using what nature offers and turning it into something yummy. Mexico's Day of the Dead. Now, let's talk about a celebration that's all about love, life, and remembering. Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is one of Mexico's most beautiful traditions. On November 1st and 2nd, it's believed that the spirits of the departed come back to visit. This isn't a sad or scary time. It's a colorful party. Families create altars with photos, candles, and marigolds. They make sugar skulls and special bread, and they share stories of their loved ones. It's like the people who've passed are right there, joining the celebration. Day of the Dead is a unique way to look at life and death. It's not about mourning, but celebrating the lives of those who've left. In Mexico, this festival turns something sad into something full of color, music, and love. The oldest university in North America. Last on our list, but definitely not least, is a place of learning. Did you know that the oldest university in North America is in Mexico? It's the National University of Mexico, founded way back in 1551. That's older than any university in the US or Canada. This university isn't just old, it's a hub of culture and education. With stunning architecture and sprawling gardens, it's like a city within a city. Students from all over the world come here to learn, research, and grow. The National University of Mexico shows us the country's deep love for knowledge and its role in shaping thinkers and leaders. And that wraps up our journey through 10 shocking things about Mexico. From tiny volcanoes and insect snacks to ancient universities and vibrant festivals, Mexico is a land of endless surprises and deep beauty. Each fact we've uncovered is a reminder that there's always more to explore, more to learn, and more to marvel at in this incredible country. Mexico is truly a treasure trove of wonders, waiting for all of us to discover and appreciate.